Good morning, my little cookie crumbs, and welcome back to another episode of Bathed in Midnight. When we left off, Izuku went to go challenge the devil. Let's see how he does. Alright, devil. I challenge you. Oh? You wanna fuck with the big bitch, little boy? Then I've got a challenge for you, the devil said. After Izuku had revealed everything, he darted off and found the devil in an old warehouse district. Let's see how you match up, little boy. Oh, I'll match up all right. Once I get a piece of your soul and give it to my empress, she'll have all the power needed to finally destroy you. Your empress could not stand up to me then. She won't stand up to me now. You forget that my empress versus your empress are not the same. No, but she shares the same traits as our beloved family. Disgusting, if you ask me. What's so disgusting about it? A lot of things. Anyways, enough chit-chat. Let's dance. And danced they did. Izuku found himself gearing up against a powerhouse, although the devil had lost power over the years, seeing as how he had been sealed away by his empress's great-great-grandmother. And over time, his powers soon began to wither and fade. The devil was not happy about that, but being trapped in confinement for thousands upon thousands of years can do that to you. You don't get stronger, you get weaker. Like with All for One, their dance was more elegant, more beautiful. Izuku spent half of the time in his wolf form and half of the time in his human, getting in strikes and claws, whereas the devil got in his fair share of hits. The two were bloodied and battle-worn. The devil kept taunting Izuku, how his classmates never loved him in this world, how they only loved him because he had a powerful quirk, how they would hate him if he was quirkless, how the world would hate him, how quirkless people should just do as they were told and just die. Enough, Izuku said. Am I making you mad? I'm simply stating the truth is all. What's so wrong about that? You know nothing about me, devil. I know everything about you. You have a powerful quirk, and sure, you managed to take down a 200-year-old villain. His reign of terror is over. But you will never beat me, and you know what? Without that quirk, you wouldn't have taken down All for One. He would have squashed you like a bug. Stop it! Izuku shouted. Just stop. You know nothing. Oh, I know more about you. I know everything about my empress. The man that gave you that power felt sorry for you. He didn't give it to you because you become powerful. Shut up. Just shut up. Izuku was getting distressed, not just physically but emotionally. He could feel something deep inside of him, something waiting to come out. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You know it's true, little boy. You know it to be true. You know that without that power, you're nothing. He could hear the voices of the vestiges telling Izuku that he's lying. Izuku, he's lying to you, honey. You are not weak. You never were. Even if you didn't have us, we would still be with you. We were always meant to be with you. Nana said, She's right, kiddo. We would have stood by you no matter what. We've been with you since your birth. We've always been there for you, bud. And we will continue to be here for you. Izuku's breathing became distressed. He wasn't sure what to believe. His mind swirling with thoughts he couldn't stop. I said, "Stop!" A burst of energy flew through the warehouse, knocking even the vestiges back. Izuku was glowing. All of a sudden, that glow turned black. And an inky puddle beneath Izuku formed. Suddenly, Izuku fell into it. No, 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 no. Help, somebody. Izuku said, distressed, clearly trying to claw his way out of the inky blackness, but he couldn't. The devil just watched in horror. The vestiges watched in horror, and back at Heights Alliance, everyone else watched in horror. Someone help! No! Izuku fell deeper into the thing before disappearing. All of a sudden, a claw came out. A skeletal claw. And another, but this one covered in blood. A giant skeletal wolf crawled out of the inky blackness, which was actually a giant pool of blood. The 10-foot skeleton, bathed in blood, howled menacingly and took the devil within his giant maw and shook him around. Izuku was not playing anymore. This was the state that Izuku had hoped to suppress. Izuku, while trying to control himself, flashed back again. My Empress, what is that thing over there? He asked. He was visiting his Empress in her empire, or in her palace. Oh? That is one of my guides. One of my guardians. We can all reach that form. We can all reach a skeletal form? Of course. But only I and a few others can do it but only us in the royal family can do it naturally. Everyone else has to reach a certain emotional state. What happens if you, a royal, transforms into that? I am in total control. I have a little more power, not by much, but I am a bit stronger. I am able to use blood magic at that point, and my shadow magic gets stronger. What happens if I were to reach that point? You would lose yourself. Those who are not trained and are not able to contain it will lose sight of who they are and will damage everything in front of them. Kind of like that one thing. One thing? There was this really old pre-Quark show for kids. I forget what it was called, but there was a creature in it. A little dinosaur creature. He turned into this skeleton thing, and gosh, it was awful. His friends couldn't believe it, and I believe you. But that state, while powerful, it can make you lose your mind. Be careful if you ever reach that state, Izuku. What should I do if I do? Try to keep peace of mind. Think of something that makes you happy. Very happy. Or something that makes you feel at peace. Something that brings you to a peaceful state of mind and body. Once you have achieved that, you can gain control and, well, okay. Izuku needed to reach that peace of mind. He tried his hardest. He was thrashing the devil around, scraping, and the next thing Izuku knew, his blood magic had entrapped the devil. He was about to tear the devil wide open when he stopped. Izuku roared in anguish. He was trying to reach a peace of mind, but the other half of him wanted to tear this devil apart, wanted to tear everything apart. He wanted to go back to Heights Alliance and rip everyone who betrayed him in half. He wanted vengeance. He wanted retribution. But he couldn't. He couldn't do that to them. He loved them once, and even if they hate him now, he still cares about them. He still cares about his classmates, his former friends. He still cares about his teachers. He couldn't do this. The vestiges were trying to calm him down as best as they could, but they were unsuccessful. They watched as Izuku struggled. Suddenly, Izuku raised a claw and ripped open the devil's chest. The devil screamed in anguish, and the part of Izuku that wanted revenge felt satisfied, but not satisfied enough, not until the devil's head was on a pike. Izuku stopped himself again. He was trying to remember the good times, but they didn't bring him peace of mind, because every time he would think of something from here, his previous home, it would just send him back into a rage. But then, that was when he thought of it. Izuku thought back to when his empress had introduced him to his empire, his new home. "My people," she shouted happily. "We have finally found the Prince of the Storm Kingdom. I introduce you to Izuku." The Empire cheered, and the people of the Storm Kingdom also cheered. They had a new prince. Izuku Midoriya. No, just Izuku, please. Izuku, then. With this circlet and this bracelet, I dub you Prince of the Storm Kingdom. Do you swear to protect your people, to love your people, to cherish them, and to lead them into victory in difficult times? I do. Do you, Izuku, solemnly swear to serve me, your empress, and your empire in the times of need? I do. Do you, Izuku, promise to be the prince, soon king, that your kingdom needs and our empire needs? I swear it all, my empress, and I will not fail you. I know you won't. I have high hopes for you. Your new prince! The crowd cheered and roared. My empress, may I ask a question? Of course. Come, let's walk and talk. It's time for the celebrations to begin. What do you want to know? Why do you keep saying kingdom and empire? Our empire is massive and is divided into smaller kingdoms. We have the fire, water, earth, wind, and spirit kingdoms in the inner ring. In the outer ring, you get it, we have storm, ice, steel, and the other elements. And beyond the outer kingdom, in the outer kingdom, there are other smaller nations, each with their own minister, president, so on and so forth. And we all make up one empire. Exactly. And we all have our harmonies. We all live in harmony. We are all one, Izuku. We are all family. You will come to see it. I get it. And thank you, my empress. You're welcome. Izuku felt peace. The day he was coordinated as prince of his own kingdom, he felt a surge of happiness. He was suddenly back to his human state, but the blood magic remained. Izuku, without saying a word and with the last bit of strength he had, ripped the devil's soul out of him and ripped the devil apart. He walked up to the devil and knelt down. He touched the devil's forehead and said, "In your next life, I will save you. I promise you this. I am so sorry for all that you've been through. You just wanted to take your place in the Empire. But the former Empress saw evil within you. She wanted you to be better and to do better. But you just wanted power. You got greedy. I'm sorry. In your next life, I'll be sure to save you from that, from all of this. Please, rest easy." The devil shed a tear, and with his soul gone, he burst into flames. Izuku shattered the soul and watched as it vanished. All but one shard of it. "Izuku, you've done well," his empress said, kneeling down beside him. "Now is the time to rest." Izuku gave the shard to his empress, and his empress kissed his forehead. It healed him, and she said, "I'll see you back at home. You've done well, little prince. I'm so proud of you. You may have not have been a hero in this world, but you are a hero in ours." Izuku smiled at that. He had always wanted to be a hero, and at last, he was one. Alright guys, gonna end this episode here. We have one more to go, and then that's it for this. I am actually pretty proud of this. I mean, it looked a lot better in my head. I have issues with translating thoughts into words, and then even when I'm writing, my thoughts cannot just be properly translated onto paper. That's why all of my stories sound different to me, like out loud, and versus in my head where I had like this whole thing, and it's like, and then I'm like, it could be better, but not. It's actually fine. It's good. It's good for what it is. I'm actually pretty proud of this little mini series. So anyways, that's it for this episode. One more to go. If you heard that one really weird sound, that was, some people are going to be like, what was that? Did she just, no, that's not what you think it is. I actually stretched, and that was my back popping. Yeah, that was my back. Wicked, right? Alright guys, I will see you later. Bye-bye.